Hello traders, welcome to A View to Markets. Let's look at what the view is forming for Monday. It's a new week. And before turning to that, let's look back and see how the Friday unfolded and what is the discussion that we did on that analysis video. See, we had discussed that if the market goes below 23,428 levels, right? We'll be interested in the put side and we'll look for the targets of 23,200. The market actually went much below that. It honored our view, right? And I'm sure you made a good trade for yourself with 200 points or 150 points, 100 points that you must have captured for yourself, right? It would have been a good trading session for you, right? We could not trade on this day, right? We were traveling and I watched the market at the day end and was looking that the market has honored a view in that in this trade today. So see, one point in learning perspective, right? Mostly with people who want to be a serious trader and want to make this as a career, right? They need to understand, in order to build their capital, they need to be very, very sure about a few things, right? So, when the market opened gap down today, there was two candles in the 15-minute time frame, if you see this. And basis the discussion that we did, we had said that keep 30 to 40 point stop loss for yourself, right? For a stop loss for yourself. And if you decide that you want to sit at a trade, let's suppose you had any figure in your mind. For this example, let's take 23,428 was a level. Below that, you were going to short the market. अगर आपने यहाँ पे short करनी है market, तो आपने देखा यहाँ पर you have already drew a line, right? Draw a line here, right? You have already drawn a line here, and you see that the market has broken these levels, and you enter into a one lot position, right? Right. Now, what will happen is that your profit will start reflecting in the first two candles. Let's suppose this happened. But what happened in the subsequent candles is that because of high wicks, we witnessed that there was a high wicks environment in the last couple of days trading sessions, और ये आगे भी चलता रहेगा जब तक market है, right? We'll have to see. Now in the subsequent candles, अगर आप इन candles के बाद आपने देखा हो तो आपका जो profit है वो एक लॉस में आपको कन्वर्ट होता हुआ नजर आया होगा, राइट? और अगर ये आपने ज़्यादा लॉट यहाँ पे ले लिए होते, यू वुड हैव बीन saying that in your mind that I am actually very deep in losses right now, so you would might have want to have to cut back on your position, right? आप अपनी पोजीशन क्लोज करने के लिए भी कंसिडर करते। यहाँ पर होता क्या है, you will stop thinking about your stop loss. You will completely forget about your stop loss because the loss that is appearing in your screen makes you forget this big loss that is coming up now, right? So what happens in this scenario is that you should basically enter with one lot here, right? And once the market is going to come and retest the level which market usually does, mostly, right? If it breaks a trend line, this line become resistance. At this level again, take one more lot and keep the stop loss same intact at 30 to 40 points that you had discussed for yourself when you sat on that trade, right? Now, when you get this thing, you got 4 candles, beautiful candles, and it took you to much lower than 23,200, right? So see, big wicks can be a pain for everyone. So please watch wicks, otherwise it's going to jinx your trading career completely, right? As I said, we could not trade on that day. It was a missed opportunity, right? We were traveling. But let's look at, what the market holds. What are the new opportunities that are coming in the market right now, right? Let's look at the bigger time frame here, right? And see, let's move to the daily candles and see what is the kind of price action that the market has formed, right? See, this is the corrective pattern that the market has made, right? We got a wave A, a beautiful wave B as a triangle, and then wave C में अभी है, right? We are sitting in wave C, and this is likely to go some more level downs, right? Now the thing is that we'll have to see what sort of price action the market is going to make tomorrow, right? It's very, very important to see the option chain because हम Tuesday की तरफ भी आ रहे हैं, right? So अगर हम option chain देखते हैं यहाँ पे, right? एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग पैटर्न बन रहा है और आई जस्ट वांट यू टू टेक दिस लर्निंग विद यू, right? Whenever you see these big bars and you think yourself that this is going to hold as a good support level, right? You'll have to think that how much is the money at stake at these levels, right? Always think from that perspective, right? Right. What is the position? This could be kind of a position which is currently very high in terms of OI, but in terms of money at stake perspective, this is very insignificant right now. Very insignificant. Right. Now this level can become significant tomorrow, right? Depending on the way the market unfolds the price action, or even on Tuesday, right? So we'll have to see the price action. But when you look at OI, it's high, but from the money at stake that option sellers have kept for this 23,000 PE is very insignificant. On the contrary, अगर हम हर लेवल पे यहाँ पे ऑप्शन सेलिंग के देखें कॉल्स के, तो एक बहुत significant amount of option selling हो रखी है, and the amount of money at stake is also exorbitant. It's significant. It's very significant, right? So it's massive. So, we are not looking to trade in for calls tomorrow, buying a call. Only in first one instance will do that, right? What we are looking at the market is actually from it's more strong from the call perspective right now because of the war situation, right? You never know that on Sunday what sort of news that might come, right? So it's a full day, and Monday is well morning, so we'll have to see what kind of news. But quickly moving to charts and see that in which way the market can unfold, and there will be we can make 3 or 4 views about the market, right? We'll completely take this line out, it's not required now, right? So see, if the market is going to open somewhere at these levels, right? If I say around 23 600 levels, right? Or 23 550 levels, 550 or even 500, right? 500 levels, I would say, around these levels, and we'll see the price action and we'll be interested in buying a call here, right? Here at these levels. And the target that we'll be looking for ourselves is going to be at least in the range of if it comes below 22 600, somewhere at these levels, we'll go and set for the targets of at least 23 900 something, right? So around 300 points. But based on your profile, you can take a 200 150 points like we were discussing, right? There is another scenario which is a beginning, is that which we can see is that if the market opens flat, right, somewhere at these levels, the market opens, right, we'll be interested in buying put, right, for tomorrow, for Monday, right? So put is going to be our choice if the market is going to be opening flat. But in a war situation, as the news unfolds, we'll have to see. Then we'll have to watch and we'll sit for the target. We'll fill this gap again, and we can sit for at least 300 points right here as well. There is another situation that the market might make, is that we might open around this area, right? Somewhere around this area. Let's look at this, right? So the market might open somewhere around this area and fill the gap, right? It fills the gap. And this is the condition that I'll be watching. It fills this gap, it opens here, it fills this gap, it stays here, right? It not doesn't fill the gap, I'm sorry. It comes down, it opens gap down somewhere here, it goes up, and then it goes completely down, right? Like this. That's what it is, right? It may not fill this entire gap, but we may fill the gap when we go up, right? So that's the third view that is we are. I'll be more watching for this kind of view, and if the market does a gap down. If the market does a gap down at this level, 22,886, somewhere around this level, right? 20 points up and down. So we'll just see if the market first goes up and it doesn't fill the gap completely, but from 23,050 or some at these levels, 23,000 and 23,050 levels might go and completely go down again, right, till 22,621 levels or even below that, right? So I think this is going to be the third way we will be analyzing the market price action tomorrow, right? So I'm sure you're liking these videos. Please consider pushing that like button and subscribe the channel, please. Well, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Take care.